The Jordan 1 Lost and Found mold is back. Most of the UK got completely faked out with EA for the Travis 1 lows this morning. And with new on-foot pics of these unions now available, the question is, have you changed your mind on these? Or do you still think they're shit? All of these stories, plus a few of my most recent pickups in today's episode. Thanks for joining. Let's get into it. First of all, the sneaker gods were on one this morning, teasing and taking the piss. I had a flash notification for EA for the Travis 1 lows. And when I opened up the app and scrolled to find my win, I was met with all of the apparel instead. Like, thank you so much, Nike Sneakers app, for giving me exclusive access to this 600-pound women's jacket that is completely dead. I wasn't the only one that fell foul of this. There were a number of people out there that also got EA to this tat, but there were also a few people that got access to the shoes. Were you one of them? Let me know. The mockery didn't even end there though, because on the New Balance website at 9 a.m, there was supposed to be the UK EU release of the Action Bronson 990 V6, the Baklavas. These have been on the launch calendar all week, and they were set to go live at 9 a.m. So at 8:30, I opened up the website, jumped on the page just to get ready for the queue, etc., etc. And then at 9, they just disappeared. And then they just never came back. Did you guys manage to cop these? Let me know. People have been receiving their shock drop pairs this week, the Jordan 4 Thunders and the Lost and Founds. And once people get their pairs in hand, they generally tend to share the QC issues with them so that people can kind of get an idea of what to expect. But no one could have expected this particular QC issue, which was an absolutely awesome one. The Jumpman logo on the tongue is completely upside down. Now, these types of factory defects are a little bit like winning the lottery. If you guys wanted to check out my video that I made on the most expensive factory defects, I will link it above. Now, that's an example of a good defect. A bad defect is the biohazard mold on a lot of these Chicago 1 Lost and Founds. Where are they storing these shoes? And why aren't the retailers double checking these? Did your pair come with mold? Let me know. So I came up on a pretty cool pair of shoes sitting on the Flat Spot website. We have here the Nike SB Dunk Low white gum colorway. Really simple, really good looking shoe, and I'm always happy to pick up a cool pair for retail. Comfy, cushy, big fan of SBs, and we'll be looking forward to doing pretty much everything in these but skating. So we finally got some on-foot looks at the Jordan 1 High Union, and generally the timeline of a release goes like this. Firstly, we hear the rumors. Next thing, we see the mock-ups that are attached to these rumors. Then we see the early images, which look like they've been taken on a potato. And that's when we start to formulate our opinions on these sneakers. Then the detailed looks and the better looks start coming out, where you can start making a little bit more of a rounded judgment. But a lot of people reserve judgment until they see them on foot. And now we have these on foot. People were roasting these out of the gate. To be honest, I was also one of them. I haven't really changed my mind on these. I still think these are pretty average. I haven't been won over by them. I still maintain they are unique, out the box thinking, well done, yay, hurrah. But would I have rather had just had these as they were without the footscape influence? Yes, call me old-fashioned. And obviously the final step in passing judgment is maybe they're different in hand. Are you willing to take that risk and get them in hand before making your final call on these? Let me know. The next pickup I want to share are these, the Adidas Bad Bunny Forum Lows. These were actually sitting in Foot Patrol last week. I went into the store, they were there, had to grab them. I think they're awesome. Bad Bunny doesn't miss with his collabs. They come with these awesome extras, and they're 140 pounds or 150 odd dollars, making them way cheaper than just a Jordan Retro. And so I'm more attracted to these types of thoughtful collabs with lots of cool extras, way better quality than I am to just your everyday Jordan Retro. They are pretty comfy. I would say that they fit quite true to size. They don't fit as big as the Bad Bunny Campus. And they are a little bit chunky and a little bit heavy, but if you're just wearing them casually, all good. Speaking of Adidas, I wanted to talk a little bit about the reaction to the Adidas Fear of God Athletics collaboration. I kind of feel like the reaction has been pretty underwhelming. What do you guys think? I have a bit of a hot take. I feel like this whole collection, this whole collaboration is pretty average. Nothing really stands out. Nothing seems wholly unexpected. I mean, Jerry should be suing himself for copying his own ideas from when he was at Nike. I mean, the basketball shoes, for example, they really just look like the mid-top version of his Nike basketball Fear of Gods. These trainers or running shoes, which do look quite nice in my opinion, look very similar to his Nike Fear of God runners. And all the clothing is pretty predictable. It's all very monotone, neutral, monochromatic. It's basically what we probably would have expected to have gotten when this collab was first announced a year or two ago. So it feels not only delayed, but also predated. I mean, this 3/4 top that Pusha T is wearing kind of feels like it's been pulled right out of the Ivy Park collection. Am I wrong? I don't know. There's some cool stuff in there, but I feel like the reaction to this whole collection has been pretty underwhelming. I do still think Adidas are moving in the right direction and maybe recovering a little bit of the cool that they have been hemorrhaging over the years with these dead collabs and obviously the blow up with Ye. But yeah, I'm calling it underwhelming. What do you guys think? So we had some updated images of the Air Jordan 5 Burgundy. This is an old school retro collector's dream to get these back, but I'm gonna call it now. I think these are gonna do exactly what the green beans did. I think these are going to sit. I'm kind of tempted myself because I did always really want a pair of the Burgundies, but it's showing the continuation of this trend from Nike and Jordan brands to dig into the retro archives and bring back a lot of the sneakers that are at this point now for a lot of people crumbling. And we've seen that with the announcement of the Olive 5s set to come out next year. Again, like the green beans, these will also sit, but hot take, these are a really nice Jordan 5 colorway and probably one of the best retros, up there with the burgundies and the wolf grays in my opinion. The last pickup that I want to share with you guys are these. These are the Salomon XT4 OGs. Really nice running sneaker. I've been looking for a pair of Salomons for a while, and the XT4 is the model that I like the look of the most. They kind of give me TN type vibes. And after putting them on foot, I've got to say these are comfy. They're really light, really breathable. And what I like about them is they've got this carbon fiber foot shank, which adds this level of sort of rigidity as well as stability and adds this firmness to the ride, which I really like. Got this really rugged outsole as well, so these feel like they'd be really good for running and hiking and walking on all sorts of different terrains. So I really like these sneakers. I like the drawstring lacing system, that's pretty cool. And these also run pretty true to size. I wouldn't recommend half sizing up or anything like that. And I think these are dope. And lastly, good luck for tomorrow, you guys. It's the Travis One Low Olives. Raffles are already out and about, so if you haven't already jumped into all of the available raffles, then you're probably going to be hedging your bets on the Sneakers app, which isn't a great idea. Draws are going to be going live, and the maximum size, at least here in the UK, is a men's UK 9.5, which corresponds to a woman's 12. So don't forget to adjust the sizing, and if you do wear anything above a UK 9.5 or a US 10.5, you're going to probably have to skip out on this release and maybe just jump onto the aftermarket. Good luck in copping. Hope you guys can get a dub, and thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video. Do me a favor, go and chuck me a follow over on Instagram and give the like button a little smash for me before you bounce, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care for now, and peace.